Well, tell our viewers what you've been up to for the last year. You guys were in here last year, a year ago. We talked about the partnership. We talked about, each one of your influences. Where have you guys been going now in the last year, either individually or collectively?
Well, I've been working on a new record the past handful of years when we've been hitting the road hard. I've been writing a lot of songs. And just last month, my seventh. It was my seventh record just came out.
Right. Okay.
Of course, with Doug in the band.
Right, and we have that record right here, Ready or Not, on the Viztone label.
On Viztone, right?
Okay, good.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I wanted, for the first time, I put out an all original record.
Right.
Which was, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that, but I had a lot of songs and I felt they were pretty strong, and especially as a performer, that's one of the big ways to kind of create a demand for what you do.
That's right. Yeah.
And so I did it, and I'm actually singing on the record for the first time, really. So, but I'm really happy with it. I had a producer involved.
Who produced?
Steve Conti.
Okay, I don't know the name.
Spent a lot of time with Willie DeVille, the New York Dolls, a bunch of his own rock and blues projects. But that kind of happened on a whim.
Yeah.
And I contacted him. And he just, immediately we hit it off. We started talking about Buddy Johnson and all this stuff, and he really knows his stuff. And it helped me get outside advice and thoughts that I really wanted to have to go in a little different direction with this record.
Okay, good.
And it just, happened to fall into place.
Nice.
It's one of those things.
And Doug, what was your role as the band, the backing band? What was your role? I know these are Dennis's compositions. What input did you have musically in any of the songs?
Really, I mean, as in this stage of the game, I was a sideman, and I've done a lot of sideman work.
Yeah.
Make the band leader as happy as you can.
Yeah.
That's really really my role at that point, and I just did the best I could to make that happen.
Right. Well, so many of the songs, there's just that wonderful interplay with harp and guitar, and there's a nice variety of beats and whatnot, and that's what I wondered. I wondered if you used him as a sounding board. How do you think this song would go? What ideas do you have on the direction of this particular song or that one?
Right. Well, directly and indirectly. I mean, there's a handful of songs that are on this record that I kind of wrote with this whole band in mind. Especially playing with Doug now, especially on the road for the past number of years.
Yeah, right.
A few songs just took a different direction when I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna, doing this with Doug, how is this gonna go? What's the best route?
Right.
And I mean, they fell into place pretty easily because we're such a good match musically, and
right.
It just kind of happened, I think, pretty easily. And you had some ideas about some guitar grooves and stuff that really helped some of the songs come together.
Nice.
Just a few, honestly. He had just about everything set how we wanted it. And so it was easy for me to just take direction. And
cool. So you've got your new baby here.
Yep.
And what's the Jewel Tones? What's life been like for you guys then the last year?
The last year has been a lot of travel. A lot of travel.
Yeah.
And we replaced a drummer, which was difficult. We miss our buddy Devin, but we're having a good time with Sam. He's doing a great job.
Yeah.
And now he, after a full 3 months on the road, he's kind of up to speed now. So it's time to get in the studio. I'm beyond overdue for a new record.
Yeah, that's right. The touring in the last year, you say a lot more than you've ever done?
It seems to grow every year, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But this year, well, we've hit almost every state east of the Mississippi. We did one trip that got us out west. We went through the deep south, through Texas, up into Colorado and Utah, and then back across the middle of the country.
Right.
Didn't make it all the way to the west coast.
Yeah.
But
pretty far.
Yeah. Well, anyone on Facebook who follows you guys has been able to follow, a night with Nick Moss, and having dinner, a night having lobster in Maine, living the musicians.
We managed to have a good time.
Yeah.
We managed to have a good time, no matter where we went.
And you're still in Florida.
Yes.
And you're in Jersey.
Yep.
What are the gigs like locally for each one of you? Because obviously you're not flying to Florida to do a Saturday night gig at Motorworks with Doug, and he's not going out. What are the gigs like locally for you?
Not that much, few and far between. There are some local places that I play with, that I either get together guys that I used to play with in my area, or I put together more of an all-star band with Steve Geiger, who's a good friend of mine, who's one of my mentors and idols, and we just put together special shows like that, which is always a blast for me.
Yeah.
So when we hit Pennsylvania and New York State and Jersey, know.
Right. And for you?
We stay fairly busy at home. You know, Florida in general has seen a pretty big upswing in the blues world the last 6-8 years.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, honestly, when I moved there almost 7 years ago, I really didn't know or expect that, but it was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, cool.
And so yeah, we've managed to stay busy. You know, it gives me an opportunity to keep the band rehearsed, keep their head in the game, work up new tunes.
Right. You have some fairly regular gigs in Florida?
I do,
so,
yeah.
So the band is playing, what, regularly once or twice a week?
3,
Doesn't
4.
happen? Really?
Yeah, we stay busy. We
Okay.
stay busy.
Now, I know a lot of people would say, well, you know, why do I have to go see Doug tonight because I'll see him.
Right.
Do you find the crowds diminish because you play 3 or 4 times a week, or are they pretty?
No, well, we spread that 3 to 4 a week, you know, out over, you know, hour and a half south, hour and a half north.
Okay.
We get over to the East Coast occasionally.
Yeah.
So we spread that out. Plus, you know, we're in somewhat of a resort area where we get an influx of new people every week or two.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know, we meet people all over the country that come down vacation. We get to know them. I've had people tell me that they book their vacation time around when we're playing certain gigs. Yeah,
Right. And that's got to help you too then when you go on the
Yes.
road to go to those
Sure.
other places where people say, oh, we saw you guys down in Bradenton, or we saw
every
you
single
down
night
in
of this tour,
Sarasota.
almost every single night of this tour,
Yeah.
we've had people that you know we met just because they were on vacation coming
Right,
through,
right.
and then they see, you know,
Yeah.
look for us when we come up north,
yeah.
and that's been really nice.
Very cool.
Right.
So where do you guys see your sounds going now in the future? Are you staying with the swings that sort of for your?
The way I look at it, I play what's in my heart, and that's just what's there.
Yeah.
That's just what there. So I'll stay in the swing thing. Maybe I'm thinking a little bit more of my next record's going to be a little bluesier.
Okay.
And maybe I have been.
Yeah.
A little more of a guitar record.
Right.
Honestly.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I've been known as the guitar player who backs up harmonica players for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah.
I'm
ready to
bust out of that role a little bit.
Yeah. And Dennis, now you're going to be
Well,
working.
Yeah, I've been working with this new material, but this record in general, and I purposely wanted a little more. To me, it's still what people will consider traditional blues, but it's more, you know, that 50s kind of rhythm and blues, early rock and roll, which is really rhythm and blues anyway from the 50s.
Right.
And that's just, you know, that's really what I think I love to perform and play most. And I love the Chicago stuff, of course, being a harmonica player. But when I'm writing material, I go in that direction.
Yeah.
And I just, you know, I got to be true to my vision and what I hear and feel. So.
Well, obviously the music that you guys play touches up my generation because we grew up with it.
Sure.
You're finding younger people being touched by this music at shows?
The ones that get hip to it and find it.
The ones who, I mean,
In pockets, yes.
Yeah.
In pockets.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. And I mean, I know we go out of our way, especially when we see a group of young people at a show. You know, sometimes we'll stand out because that's not the most common
demographic.
thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right, exactly.
So I try to go out of my way and go talk to them and say, hey, I hope you're enjoying yourself. You know.
Nice.
You know, this is blues,
Right.
or one of the subgenres of it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I hope you like it. Look it up. Maybe come and see some other bands when they come through town.
I would bet that they like to dance to what you guys play.
A lot of them do. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, you've got that early rock and roll, as you say, R&B kind of stuff. Yeah, cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'm Art Tipaldi. We're here tonight at Don Odell's Legends with Dennis Gruenling and Doug Deming and the Jewel Tones. Hope you enjoy the show.